She's the kind of person that you can't say no to because she's doing it. She's not going to ask you to do anything that she's not doing herself.
Involvement was always important to Cora. While at Indiana University, she was an officer of Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority, a senior class officer, and a member of the IU Student Foundation and Mortar Board.
I think that if people wanted to be involved, they could be involved. But I don't think that we were encouraged to be involved. You just had to have the wherewithal to be involved.
Certainly in terms of fairness, there were issues that were raised at that time. But again, not to the extent where it didn't make us still love what Indiana University stood for, but made us fight for what we wanted Indiana University to stand for.
Cora received both her bachelor's and master's degrees from IU's School of Education.
And I completed my graduate work in 1963, and I met Franklin, my husband, that summer at IU, and we were married in 1964.
Cora was a speech and hearing therapist in Elkhart Community Schools. Even though she was assigned a specific school to attend to the students, she was all over the place in terms of caring for young men and young women, girls and boys who had speech and hearing needs.
It was Cora's husband, Franklin, another IU graduate, who convinced her to run to become a member of IU's Board of Trustees.
The first time I ran for trustee, I lost. And the second time I ran, I lost, but I received more votes the second time. And my husband said to me, Cora, if you run again, you're going to win. And sure enough,
when she won, I can remember the phone call from her saying, I made it, I made it.
It meant a lot to me because I realized that nothing worth having in life comes easily. You really have to work at it. You have to learn from your failure.
I think it was important to her because Cora sees herself as a change agent. Cora is determined in what she believes in and is very forceful in expressing her opinion.
I made it a point of whenever we had a board meeting to have an audience with the students and the student leaders and to find out what they were thinking and how they were thinking and how they were feeling and what things they felt we could do better as trustees to help them to do better as students.
Even with her heavy commitments to IU, Cora still managed to find time to tackle issues of inequality.
Cora was on the board for the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. So again, race and diversity and culture and equal rights are so much of and part of her life.
You really have to fight for what you believe is right in society, because if you don't do it and you see it as an injustice, then who is going to do it?
Cora's years of involvement have helped her collect numerous awards, but there are a select few that hold a special place in her heart.
Well, let me start with this one. That award was presented to me after I served a 3-term, 9-year period on the Board of Trustees. And actually, I have some of the first awards that I ever received as a worker in the NAACP, and so those awards meant a lot to me because we worked hard to build the membership and to answer civil rights issues. I don't think we actually do things to get awards. You just do things because you feel like it's something that ought to be done. You have to be involved and you have to work in the community. You just cannot complain. I don't think anyone has a right to complain about anything if they're not going to do something to help make the situation better.
I see your personality as one just of determination, of integrity, of courageousness.
I feel very humble to be getting the Distinguished Alumni Service Award because I know many persons who have received that award, and I know the depth of their commitment to Indiana University. And I just feel blessed that I had the opportunity to go to such a fine institution.